can do in turn on this kickoff.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Pettis on the return.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Darnold on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steven Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's Tate to return.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit. But how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level. One of the best players in the game.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he connects with Ertz.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
23 yards, the final tally.
And this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
15. First down, Denver.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Khalil Mack.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying.
And got his man complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
An 8-yard loss.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
33,
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Falcons 28, Broncos nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos nothing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sidney Jones in on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Falcons 42, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
First down, Broncos.
Hey, 626. 29 is Mike 29.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
40-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check in. I'm here all day.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Broncos.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
48-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
29 is Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Cook, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end.
Complete.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
1 yard. First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he finds Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. Darnold, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Broncos.
On first down, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one.